This game is Carter's Fun Palace. Chapter 1: Wild Quacks. New objective: find a way into the main entrance. Once you get the key card, you should head to the merch store first. Since this place is quite a bit larger than I thought, let's go a little faster. Actually, I've been here twice before and didn't plan on coming back. But coming here again, I noticed this place has changed a bit, so I decided to explore this place again. To the fun area? We'll have to see if it's in fun area. Meet the crew. There are quite a lot of doors here that you can enter, but there is only one place you can actually go in. Hello, friend. That friend's name is Little Leonard. The walls are covered in messages. This place could be called an ordinary indoor playground. Let's look around and see what needs to be done here too. Okay, new objective. Find 5 eggs to get your reward. You can get 1 egg here by placing 2 cubes on top of the buttons. The other 4 eggs are quite easy to find. There is some doodle here. Once you collect all the eggs, you can get the key card. This will already be familiar to you. Just remember that well and move on. If you head down the wrong path, game over. If you revive, you'll end up outside the map, and you won't respawn properly. If you die again, you start outside the map again. New objective: get through Leonard's game without getting caught by him. Just follow the path exactly as you memorized earlier. It's easy to clear. Hey, are you going to hide too? Let's take another path. The wall is broken down. It looks like I should go in through here. New objective: find a way to open the door to Leonard's play place.
Hey, Tom, heard rumors about an experiment lab?
Yeah, what are they using a private experiment lab for?
I don't know, but I also heard about the new mascots at the same time.
That's odd. First, there were rumors about a private experiment lab, and then, the announce of the new mascots at the same time. Something's fishy here.
I know, right? We must find out what is happening in this place.
Agreed, Sam.
Objective: use the yellow keycard to open hallway A. We're back at the playground. Now let's head a bit further back. Time to run? Objective: run. Let's run away once more. But nothing is chasing us from behind. Let's be careful, since it might be waiting ahead. I tried running forward as fast as I could, but it seems they already headed to Chapter 2. What? Was it chasing me? Wally was here. New objective. Get to the elevator. Okay, let's go down. Chapter 2. Worm Games. Now we're on the second floor. Since the very beginning, these purchase pop-ups keep showing up over and over. And honestly, they've been pretty annoying. New objective. Find a way to open the main floor, -2 door. Warning. Do not tamper with the rotating wires. It seems like we can consider this place to be the center of this chapter. There are many friends here who went on such a strict diet that only their skeletons remain. The sheep is coming for you. Working well means no electric shock. She will not let you escape. Someone just stared at me and ran away. It left a purchase pop-up behind as they fled.
Hey, hello? I could see you on the cameras. I'm so happy someone's here. I thought this would be the end of me. Listen, I need you for a little something here. I know why you're here and I'll help you, but first, I need a little help. I was walking around in this place until I was trapped in the security office when I was entering it. It needs a blue keycard, but however, I don't have it. Don't worry, if I remember correctly, it should be somewhere at Sharon's farm. Unfortunately, the door for it is inactive. But don't worry, because the generator for it should be at the play zone, which I'll open for you. Here, it's open.
First, let's head to the play zone here. There is a big playground here too. There are things hidden all over this playground. New objective. Find the code for the door. We found all the passwords. Next, let's head to Sharon's farm. You can find the farm easily near here. Huh? Who is it?
Fantastic! You're now at Sharon's farm. So you do have to be very careful, as Sharon's lurking around this place somewhere. She was one crazy mascot who attacked the staff and adults here. So some of the employees built an emergency system to stop her. So good luck, and be very careful of her.
New objective. Find 7 fruits to get your reward. As you can see, we have to find the fruits and the password all over this area. I found the password to enter the barn. Now it's time to get our reward. Peekaboo? It feels like we should be careful here. I knew this would happen. We need to run. And luckily, I see a bridge here. The chase ended because the bridge was cut off. Put the animals there. This room has a button on top. As you can see, let's just place the 2 cubes on the buttons that match their colors. The pop-up purchase window is periodically bothering me. We should be nervous about what might be waiting for us next. A strange-looking worm is busy going somewhere. Let's pick up the wrench and go. Huh? Why is that thing hiding over there? Anyway, we've returned to the farm like this. Now we can open the security office. You fell for it? I've been attacked by someone, and they're asking me to buy items with Robux.
Got you real good. You fell for one of my tricks. Now I can get all your key cards to open any room I want. Oh, cheer up. I'll still have your trusty old controller with you. Either way, I guess it's time for you to have a little slumber while I prepare a little something for you. Sweet dreams, buddy.
After I passed out and woke up, I found myself in a strange area. Fortunately, I didn't die. In order to get to the exit, it seems I need to collect data on my remote. First, let's go to the laboratory. It can see you? I don't think this piece of junk will move at all. Let's take a look around this room as well. It seems like each room has a 1-digit password. What? Was that scrap metal working? What is this?
At some point, I don't know what is Ron Victor even doing for this place company. He has like dozens of some mysterious substance known as terranium. It's a little sloppy, radioactive, and he said it serves for his experiments. What is going on with him?
What? No! If you look behind here, you'll see 6 colors. It looks like we need to find the 6-digit number.
What is going on with him? Worse, he is making the mascots, but in a form of that surgery and experiment. That is so illegal. Tell you what, even most of the mascots are aggressive because of failed experimentation, and they are attacking us. I have to admit, if one more mascot experiment goes wrong, I am quitting alright, and suing Ron for good.
Whenever I see this number, I can't tell if it's a 6 or a 9. Finally, I found all the numbers. I was lucky enough to find them quite quickly. It's time to end our date with that scrap metal robot friend. Great, we can collect data here. Let's head to the exit that was blocked. Don't miss the key here. Let's head back to the reception area. It looks like the key we just got can be used here. Next is Billy's parkour section. Okay, this way to test your agility. It's quite easy to fall, so keep your breath and jump carefully. New objective. Complete the parkour to get your reward. I will be careful not to fall. We were able to get a key as a reward. This time it's the restroom. I cannot understand why there is such a device in the restroom. But anyway, it looks like the next area is Wally's games. It looks like the room of the worm we saw earlier.
Well, what do we have here? A human after such a long time. Hello there. My name is Wally Worm, and welcome to my games. It's such a miracle to finally have a guest. In fact, I've been here waiting for a guest to come to my games in a long time. Now that you came here, why not come and play my 3 wormtastic games? Poor Wally's never had a guest in a long time since this place closed its doors. Oh, and how about if you win in my 3 games, I'll reward you a keycard to the train station. A deal's a deal now, my guest. But just remember, obey the rules. Because if you don't obey the rules, I will make sure you are torn apart piece by piece.
The shutter door only opens once Wally Worm disappears. And there are 3 games ready here. The first game is Wally Says.
So, welcome to the first game known as Wally Says. So, the rules of the game are simple. In front of you will be a big TV screen, and you'll be standing on 4 glowing tiles that consists of red, yellow, green, and blue. If the screen tells you to go to a color while saying Wally says, go to that color. However, if the screen tells you to go to a color without saying Wally says, don't go to that color, because if you do, Chloe will then jump out of the tube on top of you and then bite you down. That's all for the game. Good luck.
New objective. Survive the game for 2 minutes. Wally says, go to red. If I make a mistake, I think that friend will attack me. Wally says, go to blue. Holy! It is simple. If the phrase Wally says is missing, you just need to do the opposite of what the instruction says. Cool, we finally escaped from the game.
Wow, looks like you completed the first game. Hey? Congratulations. It seems you are so good at this. I think even Chloe Cat was so proud of you, wasn't she? Now there's only 2 games left to play. See you soon.
New objective. Return to the game lobby for game 2. New objective. Push the small box to the button. This place also needs a password. New objective. Find the code to open. We found all the codes like this. It is only a single hammer being kept here, but the security is quite strict. We've returned to the game sector. Now it's time for the second game. The second game is Quiz Path. We need another key.
So, welcome to the second game, known as the Quiz Path. So, the rules of the game are easy to know. You will be gifted 2 buttons in front of you, each for a specific answer. If you answer the correct one, it'll open the door in front of you, allowing you to continue your path. However, if you answer the question with the wrong answer, it'll trigger a mechanism, one which would cause the trapdoor in front of you to open, thus letting a little Leonard right onto you. That's all for the rules of the game. Good luck.
How many hair strands does Leonard have? How many eggs does David have? If you watched the video for chapter 1 earlier, you will understand. What color is Carter's tie? Which mascot loved to cook? What color is Randy's pupils? What color is Wally's nose? What shape is on Chloe's shirt? Which mascot has visible claws? No. I successfully cleared the quiz game as well.
Congratulations on beating the second game and all of its quizzes. You seem good, too good to lose. Even the little Leonards writing that quiz were so shocked of how smart you are. Anyways, only one game left to play. I wish there were more games here. Anyways, good luck on the third game.
New objective. Return to the game lobby for game 3. We have to go back through the vent. A purchase pop-up appeared along with a strange sound. What the? This was the fire pipe stage. And yeah, this part really got on my nerves. I made it all the way to the end, but the path was blocked. The game seems to think I already cleared it after dying, so the door just shut. I had to restart everything after nearly 30 minutes. I have no choice but to restart. Normally, the end of this area should have been open like this. It seems we will need a keycard. Warning, do not tamper with the rotating wires. Anyway, new objective, fix the cables to open the locker. This area could be called a maze. We need to find the passwords located throughout this maze. Ron must pay. Now only one password is left. My wandering in this maze is finally over. There was a green key at the end of the maze. Now let's use this key to open the locked door. We have returned to Wally's game zone again. There is only one last game left. Game 3, Rising Goo.
So welcome to our third and final game known as Rising Goo. So here are its rules. There will be a huge tub of green goo that will gradually rise. So basically, all you have to do is keep climbing to the top, and then you'll be safe from the green goo. But here's the catch. When this place was open, the green goo was just basically some green-colored water. But now for you, I replaced it with something very amusing to you.
Burning acid.
Don't worry though, it doesn't mean it'll burn all of this place here. It'll only burn humans like you. So anyway, good luck.
This is also a game where we have to risk our lives. New objective, escape the rising goo. Anyway, as you can see, that healthy looking green juice is radioactive. If you don't want to end up like me earlier, you have to run up. We have to fix the wires here. New objective, find another way out. I also escaped the third game safely.
Hey, where are you going? Come on, buddy. You already won the game. Just come back to me, and I'll finally give you the keycard to the train station.
Dren was here too.
was personal that I blocked up that exit for you. But now I decided you won. Come back! Come on, Wally doesn't like rule breakers. You simply didn't even break a rule on the third game. All you had to do was stay in that blocked exit. And then I come back to congratulate you. Come back!
Then let's keep moving forward. I have looked around, but there is nothing special.
How dare you ignore me? You broke my rules. Oh, that doesn't. I'm gonna be finding you. And once I finally found you, you're done for. Come back to me.
New objective. Figure out the code to open the next door. All you need to do is simply go into every room and check for hints of the code. I have checked everything. New objective. Figure out 2 codes to proceed. There are 2 codes inside this warehouse. It was a bit difficult to find the hints for all the codes.
Is this recording? If it is, it's Sam here, and I have been asked to work in this cargo zone. It's like a cabin to me. But I witnessed terrible things Ron is doing. Like he is creating rogue abominations such as the Endo TV, which I got attacked by it, and that he is building an underground lab to make more of the experiments. If Ron doesn't stop with the experiments, he'll put us all in danger. Worse, he is even using most of the employees to make those monsters. What is going on with that mad scientist? I hope Ron will be arrested for the good of this place.
Anyway, now let's find the second password. I found the another cube after entering the password. I was finally able to open the door. Then let's keep going forward. New objective. Run. Whoa!
Prepare to be torn apart.
New objective. Run. Let's try our best to run away so we don't get caught by that worm. Hey, please help me. No, it ignored me and disappeared. I wondered if there was a space to hide here as well, but everything is blocked. We have to run straight along the path. I don't know how long we have to run, but let's keep going. This is where I gave up. There's no way across. The bridge is gone. Bugged. I had to restart after all that progress, so I almost didn't upload this video. It is normal that there is a bridge here like this. It's time to end this chase now.
I'm burning! I'm burning!
It makes my heart ache to hear the screaming sound of Wally Worm. I don't know if the friend who was threatening me is gone for now, but we never know when a new friend might appear. Honestly, the unexpected bugs are even scarier than the enemies chasing me. I could make it all the way here, and still have to restart from the beginning. It says exit here. New objective. Use the storm blue keycard to get into the train station. I am now able to return to the reception area. And here I could see the crew members of this area. Now let's go to the train station. It has been quite a long journey to get here.
Oh, hello again. It seems like you've managed to survive the impossible, and, most important of all, Wally himself. And I'm very proud of how you did that. And I see that you're so angry at me for probably leading you into that in the first place. And I'm so sorry about that. The only reason why I did that was because I thought you reminded me of someone I resented the most. Someone who was responsible for me and all the other mascots' creations. He must pay, and so for his company. And you know what? I also know why you're here. You're here to cover what happened here, right? What happened here was in a disastrous event known as the tragedy of 1997. Everything that happened here was utter carnage. All the employees and kids were aggressively killed by the mascots. Even I did one of that once. But now, I'm here to help you uncover the darkest secrets in this place, and most importantly, defeat the one responsible for all of this. Anyways, it's time you get on the train. I'm not gonna be coming now. I'll just stay here for a bit. But don't worry, I'll be back. You'll see. Good luck.
After Carter finished speaking, the shutter door opened. I will take a moment to see if there is anything else to check at this train station. I couldn't find anything special here either. It is time to board the train now. New objective. Get on the train. Finally, I got to travel by train. This was quite a long journey. But where on earth is this train headed? That is all for the video I prepared. Thank you for watching.